Assalamu alaikum guys, my name is Mayan and I welcome you all to my channel. So today our topic of discussion is again sound, and today first thing first, we are going to discuss the speed of sound in various mediums. Speed of sound in different mediums. First of all, if sound is traveling via solid, its speed is around 5,000 to 6,000 meter per second. Whereas if it is traveling via water or liquid, its speed is around 1500 meter per second. It may vary a little, but approximately the speed lies within these ranges. And finally, via air, the speed of sound is least, that is around 330 to 350 meter per second. Now the question here is, what about vacuum? Where there is no medium, for example in space. So via vacuum, speed of sound is 0 meter per second, which means sound cannot travel via vacuum. Hypothetically speaking, if there is explosion in space, for example on the surface of moon, an astronaut cannot even hear a single sound. Although it may damage it will cause harm to the astronaut because radiations can travel via vacuum, which we have studied in thermal physics, but he cannot hear the sound. So now we are doing two experiments. We have to study about two experiments. First one is to prove that sound cannot travel via vacuum, and the second one is that sound is to calculate speed of sound in air. First of all, the experiment that we are going to do is bell jar experiment. As the name suggests, the main two pieces of apparatus that you require is an electric bell and a thick piece of jar, thick glass jar. So apparatus required: number one, an electric bell; number two, a thick glass jar; now the examiner may ask you that why a thick glass jar is required. A thin glass jar may not withstand atmospheric pressure and can shatter. Therefore, to prevent it and to conduct experiments successfully, thick glass jar is required. And we also require grease, and I will explain the purpose later. First of all, arrange the apparatus as shown in the diagram. We will write this statement in our exam. This is a table, wooden table. This is a glass jar. And now, according to you, what may be the best position to place and sorry, we also need a vacuum pump connected to a glass jar, connected to the glass jar. So according to you, my question is that where the bell should be placed. If we place it at the table, so the sound can be heard because sound can travel via solid and table is made up of wood. And if we place it in a position that it is in contact with the glass jar, sound can even pass in this situation because glass jar is also made of solid. Glass is a solid, as everyone know, and sound can travel in it. So we will hang the glass electric bell in a position that it is not in contact with either table and nor the glass jar. Here is a button to press the table. First of all, step 1, arrange the apparatus as shown in the diagram. Step 2 is that initially when the note here that initially there are some air particles within it as vacuum pump is not switched on. Initially, when the bell is rang, its sound is heard outside. This proves that sound can travel in air. But as the vacuum pump is switched on, the loudness of the sound will gradually decrease and no sound will be heard outside after the air is completely taken out by the vacuum pump and there is vacuum inside. This proves that sound cannot travel in vacuum. Our next, so we can repeat the experiment multiple times to check out the accuracy. Now our next experiment is to measure the speed of sound in air. Experiment to measure the speed of sound in air. So the note point here is that this experiment will be performed in open air. The reason is that if it is performed in a closed environment, for example a room, the sound may reflect back from the walls, resulting in an echo, which will cause an inaccuracy in the experiment. So it will be performed in open air where there is no source of echo. Between a group of teachers, a group of students, and a teacher stand at least 500 meters. The reason is that if they are standing close together, the student will not get enough time to press switch on and off the stopwatch due to different reaction times. 500 meters. As the teacher triggers the starting pistol. Now you may ask, what is a starting pistol? It is a type of pistol in which a puff of a smoke is emitted when it is triggered instead of bullet. Starting pistol, the students will switch on the stopwatch when puff of a smoke is visible, is seen, and switch it off when sound is heard. When sound is heard. In order to improvise the accuracy of the experiment, it will be repeated by switching the positions of the teachers, and then the speed of the position of teachers and students, and then speed of sound will be calculated by using the formula distance upon time, where average of time will be taken for all the students. This is from my side. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.